Overpaying sucks, and chances are, we've all been guilty of it. But why on earth would you ever spend $10 on something that you could get for $2? In this video, I'm going to give you a few examples of this, as well as a few ways that you can save a bunch of money. What's going on, everybody? My name is Zach, and if this is your first time to my channel, and chances are it is because this is the first video I'm posting here, welcome. I've been a single parent with full custody for over a decade, and as a result, I like to think that I've learned how to make my money go as far as possible. Let's be honest, just because we're careful with our money doesn't mean that we have to sacrifice on the quality of our life or the products that we buy. It just means that we get more creative than the next person. The chances are, you have garbage bags in your house, and considering the fact that they exist to literally throw them away, you're probably overpaying for them. Pop quiz. How many pounds of garbage does the average American throw away on a daily basis? Is it 2 pounds? Is it 5 pounds? Or is it 7 pounds? I was surprised to learn that it's nearly 5 pounds per person per day. That's a lot of money that we're spending to literally throw away. The idea of spending money just to throw something away doesn't really resonate with me, and as a result, I don't always keep garbage bags in the house. And full disclosure, no, I don't have piles of trash just everywhere. Most of the bags that I use for groceries are the bags that I brought home from the grocery store. And while I largely still do this, sometimes I will splurge and get the real deal. For example, spring cleaning or the storage shed I keep promising myself that I'm gonna clean out. Look, this is one of those things that just doesn't have to be expensive. If you need to buy trash bags, check local sites like Walmart and Target, and then check AliExpress.com. Personally, I prefer working with American companies, but the truth is, Walmart and Target are getting most of their products from overseas as well. And by going to AliExpress, we're just cutting out the middleman, not to mention, you save a bunch of money in the process. Now, I know I used garbage bags as an example, but it's not just that. You can get almost any everyday item that you can find in your house on AliExpress for cheaper. Not to mention, it's usually free shipping. But there is a downside. Shipping times. In some rare cases, your order can take up to a couple months to get to you, so definitely plan in advance. A common misconception with AliExpress is that you have to buy in large quantities. And that's not the case. That's Alibaba, not AliExpress. On AliExpress, you can buy as few as 1. Some things you may not want to buy on AliExpress though, like food products that might give you the poops, health and beauty products that might turn your skin green, or electronics that may not be up to US standards. Speaking of food, let me know in the comments what your guilty pleasure is. When you see it, what are you not passing up on? Advertising is a wild thing. Brands try to convince us that their product is the most superior and there is nothing else like it, and that, my friends, is generally a load of crap. My guilty pleasure is Girl Scout cookies. I like supporting a good cause, and if I'm being really honest, they're delicious. I mean, who doesn't like Samoas? Here's the thing though. Not only can you get those year-round from your local grocery store, they cost less. Sorry, Girl Scouts. Quick disclaimer, not every product that I talk about is going to be an exact one-to-one match, but they're going to be so close that you won't be able to tell the difference. In previous years, a subsidiary of Keebler made Samoas for the Girl Scouts, and guess what Keebler sells? Coconut Dreams, which look and taste suspiciously like Samoas. And then there's Benton's, which makes caramel coconut fudge cookies. That's a mouthful. Which are almost indistinguishable. What, you want to be in the video? This is my feline freeloader. Now, back to the video. If Thin Mints are more your jam, check out Keebler Grasshopper cookies. You won't tell the difference. Okay, alright, we need to move on. I can feel my blood sugar rising by the sentence. Moral of the story is, don't ignore the store brands. They're almost always cheaper and frequently made by the same companies that make your favorite products. Alright, let's talk tech for a minute. Chances are you're either watching this on a cell phone or you have one in your pocket. If you're comfortable doing so, let me know in the comments how much you paid for your last phone. This is my iPhone 6. I bought it about 7 years ago and I use it every single day. At about the 4-year mark, I started to get a little embarrassed about using such an old phone, but now I almost look at it as a badge of honor because of how much money I've saved. Literally thousands over the years. In fact, I've actually repaired my current phone twice, totaling less than $50. Unfortunately, once again, it's in need of a new battery, and it's not running apps the way it used to, so I'm gonna have to crack and buy a new phone. Okay, the word new is a little misleading. The phone will be new to me, but it will not be a new device. We live in such a throwaway society, and there are so many people out there that throw something perfectly working away in favor of a new model. We should be appreciative of these people though, because their actions make it so we can get a new phone hundreds of dollars less than it would have otherwise cost. Okay, again, maybe not new, but a model or two old. When I purchased an electronic that has a comma in the price tag, it had better be a computer. Check out Gazelle.com or Swappa.com. There you can find gently used phones that are a model or two old, hundreds of dollars less than retail. They have filters that allow you to search by your cell phone carrier, or you can just buy an unlocked phone. Sure, you could use sites like eBay, Craigslist, or Facebook Marketplace, but these have a much higher chance of something going sideways. Gazelle and Swappa take steps to ensure that you're not buying a stolen phone or a phone that has money still owing on it and therefore won't work in 6 months, or something that's iCloud locked, whereas the other sites probably don't do that. Personally, I don't think that spending $500 more and paying retail is worth a phone that takes a picture 1% better than the last model. This next one doesn't neatly fit into any category, but it's a goldmine, so listen up. Check Facebook or Nextdoor for buy nothing groups. Just search for free or buy nothing and you might be blown away with what you find. If you've never heard of these sites, they're designed to be a mutually beneficial place to offer up what you don't use anymore and take what you need. I live in a city of about 100,000 people, and in my area alone, there's between 5 and 10 very active buy nothing groups. All right, story time. As hard as I tried to be a normal person, I ended up with cats. Like, more than one. I got tired of my cats kicking up litter everywhere. So, I looked for a solution and found one on a buy nothing group. Check out the Poop Palace. And because it was a buy nothing group, it cost me nothing. In fact, money never changes hands in these groups. Okay, the Tinkle Temple is cool, but it's not the coolest thing that I've ever gotten on a buy nothing group. About a year back, my car started making a weird sound, shaking a little bit, and the check engine light came on. Now, I'm not a car guy. Matter of fact, my automotive abilities stop at driving safely. Because the car was shaking a little bit, I wanted to check the code on the check engine light before driving it to make sure I wasn't going to do any more damage. And I knew that I had a code reader from previous years, but of course, because I needed it, I couldn't find it. I put out a request on a couple of buy nothing groups for a code reader, and not only did I find somebody who had one, he brought it directly to me and fixed my car for free. There's still good people in the world. Oh, yeah, one more thing before we move on. Buy nothing groups are a great way to declutter your house without having to leave it. If you've never checked out a buy nothing group, do it right now. Well, maybe not like right now, but as soon as you finish the video and press the like and subscribe button. A few moments ago, I mentioned the Poop Palace, the Tinkle Temple, and if you're like me and have furry friends mooching off of you, chances are you could be saving a lot of money on products that they need. I'm going to start with the kitties. Lightning Bolt and Fatty Boom Boom do not use regular litter. They're too distinguished for it. They used to use regular litter, but they hated it, they tracked it everywhere, and it would start stinking about a week before the box said it should. Not to mention, it's way too expensive for glorified sand. About a year back, I made the switch to Tractor Supply pelletized bedding and Tractor Supply bedding and chicken, Tractor Supply guinea pig. No, that's not right. About a year back, I made the switch to this stuff. You get a 40-pound bag for a little over $7. I've gone through 2 bags of it in a year and a half. That's under $15 for well over a year's supply of litter for my cats. That's half the amount that I previously would have spent in 1 month. 1 month. To put it in perspective, I used to spend approximately $360 a year on litter, and now I spend about $10. It lasts me way longer, it costs me way less, and it doesn't stink. With savings like that, I can easily afford the vet bill the next time this goof eats flowers that are poisonous to him. Again. Now, these pellets dissolve into sawdust, and they just don't track everywhere like regular kitty litter does. Even better, my house doesn't smell like my cat's butt anymore. I'll never go back. Now, I know that some cats are finicky, as cats are, and yours may not like it, but mine seem to prefer it, and so does my wallet and nose. If you have a dog or a cat and a Costco membership, here's a quick tip for you. The Kirkland dog and cat food may or may not be made by a very well-known brand. Be sure to check the links in the description. I'll include a couple of articles that'll drop dime on which generic store brands are actually the good stuff. What we've discussed in this video is just the tip of the iceberg. If you'd like a part 2, please do let me know in the comments, and while you're down there, Give me your best savings tips. If you haven't done so yet, please do consider pressing the like button and subscribing to my channel. I'll be posting videos here at least once a week, helping your dollar go as far as possible, as well as helping you boost your income. Until next time, take care.